You know, the beauty of watching certain films is when I don't know anything about them, I don't know they exist, and I've never seen one trailer to it. And then when I finally watch said film, of course, I go in with a clear mind, not knowing what it's about, and I end up enjoying the film way better than I expected. Which brings me to 2004's Man on Fire, starring Denzel Washington. Now, at the time I saw this film, 2004 of course, I was stationed in Korea. And I remember a couple of buddies on base that I work with, they say, "Hey, yo, G, what you doing later on?" And I go, "Not doing anything later on tonight, what's going on?" They're like, "Hey, man, we're going to go check out that new Denzel Washington movie, Man on Fire." Man, it looks like it might be pretty good. And I go, "Okay, what the hell?" Now, of course, anybody that doesn't know, when you go watch a movie on a military installation, okay, of course, you might end up getting the film maybe like 2, 3 weeks or a month after it came out, but whatever. Like I said, I was in Korea. Of course, I had to stand up when they played the Star Spangled Banner, all that good stuff, whatever. And needless to say, 20 years later, I already love everything that Denzel Washington is in and has ever starred in. To me, I have not seen one bad film that Mr. Washington has been in. But as far as action movies go, this film is right up there with one of my favorite action films of all time. Now, in this film, Denzel Washington plays the character of John Creasy. I knew nothing about this guy. What's my dude's name? Christopher Walken is in this movie as a guy that helps him out, Rayborn. And there's a bit of dialogue in which he asks Rayborn, "You think that God is going to forgive us for all the people that we've killed over the years?" And I'm going, "Are these guys hitmen?" Well, of course not, because you find out later on that Denzel's character specializes in counterterrorism, so you know what kind of work he does. And he's assigned to protect his family, especially this little girl named Peter, played by Dakota Fanning. And at first, he and Peter, they're not close because Creasy doesn't want any attachments to her. But later on, he grows fond of the little girl and he helps her out and they end up becoming friends. But when Peter is kidnapped and presumed dead, it's only a matter of time before Creasy goes back to his old ways and to find out who killed Peter and to stop this kidnapping ring that's going on in Mexico. Now, this film is one of the first films in which I saw, you know what? Denzel, he can do it all. Comedy, drama, but seeing Denzel go ruthless and be on 100 throughout this whole film, I mean, keep in mind, this is a decade before he played as Robert McCall in the Equalizer films. And Man on Fire does not disappoint. And there's this one bit of dialogue that lets us know all about with Creasy, that he really is about that life and about that action and that smoke or whatnot. There's an interaction that he has with an old man that talks to him about asking God for forgiveness and forgiving others who have trespassed against him. And Creasy hits him with one of the hardest lines I've heard in any movie when he says, "Forgiveness is between them and God. It's my job to arrange the meeting." And I said, yo, that is some cold shit that I've heard anyone say. And please believe, arranging those meetings, Creasy does just that. Now, for those that don't know, this movie is based upon a book. The ending of the movie and the ending of the book are different. But either way it goes, whether you've seen this movie or you read the book, Man on Fire definitely does not disappoint. And like I said earlier, I like all of Denzel's movies. I have not seen one bad film of his, but being the fact that this is an action film, it still holds up as not only a great action film from the 2000s, but one of the best action films in Mr. Washington's portfolio of entertainment. Just my thoughts, just my opinion, and as always, just saying.